and you were dealing with traumatic experience, yet you willingly went back to this person? And
yeah, it doesn't add up. Nothing about this whole story even adds up, bro.
So Zion Williamson's NBA career as we know it is officially over. He may play a few games, but he'll never be the same ever again. It's over for you. And the people in the world will see the real you, your real character, just like how you try to damage me and damage my name. So yeah.
Bro, it sounds like she doesn't even believe what she's saying herself. Like, she doesn't even believe the words that are coming out of her mouth right now.
Good season next year. Well, hopefully. Well, now that your NBA career is officially, potentially over.
Officially, potentially over.
No money for me equals no money for you. Everybody deserves a chance to be heard. And I hope me and many of the other victims, you know, I just hope we all get justice. And the amount of bashing, humiliation, slander, and threats that
I thought we left this in 2024, bro.
Oh yeah, AD.
3 years have been a lot, and it's causing me a lot of stress, emotional distress, and I just hope we all can come to justice and this all can be resolved and nobody has to relive all these things.
She's not even crying. She's got glasses on, bro.
There's people speculating that you maybe are Jane Doe. What's the deal?
So, before I answer that, I would like to say I really hope all the victims, including me, get justice and, you know, things that have happened in the past with him and with anybody else, you know, everything gets resolved because a lot of us don't deserve that. And, you know, I just feel like a lot of things have been swept under the rug for so long, you know, and I feel sorry to the victim. You know, I've been through a lot of stuff with him and it's just shocking, you know.
Has this suit that you saw, you know, drop just now given you any feelings like, hey, you know, or inspiration to file your own grievances, your own suit?
I don't want to talk about that right now without my lawyer present, but I'm just shocked, and you know, hopefully he changes and the victim and me and everyone else can find comfort and, you know, move past all of this.
Any message to Zion himself?
Zion, I hope you can change your ways and, you know,
damn, I gotta change my ways.
Just change, because this is disgusting what you're doing to everyone, and it's just not right. And this is not the man that I met a few years back. This is not who I thought you would become. This is not a representation of, you know, your job.
She's really trying to help.
This is very serious. And
what's up, guys? Now we got to talk about it. Zion Williamson is back in the news, and again for all the wrong reasons. Every time I see this man in the news, he's dunking the wrong balls. When I wanted to find this story, I searched up Zion Williamson in my Google search, and you would assume the first thing that would pop up would be a bunch of statistics about his career and how successful his career's been going. You would assume you would see news articles talking about his diet or what he's doing in the postseason to get ready for the next season.
Yeah, how old is the fake Maya Mills?
How old is this woman? Is a lawsuit where Zion is dealing with a woman that he shouldn't be dealing with. He is on a fast track to ruining his career. Brother, you are in a luxurious situation where you get paid and you get absorbent amounts of celebrity for putting a ball in the net. Why are you trying to ruin your own life by dealing with women you know are out to ruin your life? It just doesn't make any sense, Zion Williamson. You should be embarrassed that this is the situation that you're in right now.
Man can't even pronounce his name properly.
Your name is now associated with these allegations, regardless of if they're true or false, and you kind of deserve it because you're putting yourself in that position, brother. You already know how the game go. Zion Williamson accuser seeking eye-popping 18 to 50 million in bombshell lawsuit. Wow, you might as well donate that to charity or to breast cancer or something, at least a reasonable cause, not to no woman that's literally selling sex. This is crazy. The woman alleging Zion Williamson is seeking anywhere from 18 to 50 million in a lawsuit filed Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court, a source told ESPN. Williamson denied the allegations to the Post on Friday.
Hold on, this guy was taking the fattest digs at Zion, yeah? Is this even Zion's fault? What does Zion even do? The hell? If he said that he didn't do it, that means he didn't do it. So what the hell is that? How is this his fault?
Yeah, his legal representatives. The woman identified as Jane Doe in the lawsuit, which, by the way, guys, these women can file for these allegations, or they can they can accuse you of these allegations, and once this goes public, it's just on your name. And they can stay anonymous while doing it. This is a Jane Doe. She's staying anonymous while going after your name and defaming your name, and there's nothing you can do about it because the courts allow women to do this, by the way.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
The woman identified as Jane Doe in the lawsuit claims to be the Pelican star's ex-girlfriend, having allegedly started dating when Williamson was a freshman at Duke in 2018 until 2023, which is absolutely insane in and of itself because this woman is 34 years old. Zion, what are you doing? This woman is a old basketball hoe. Zion, what are you doing? You're about to ruin your life. This woman has been bouncing around, dealing with men of a certain caliber for a long time. She's passed all the bottles in the club. She don't want to have fun no more. She don't want to go to nice restaurants. All that's been...
See? Women get to 30 and then all of a sudden, they're great women again. Women touch that 30 mark, the 30 to 35 mark around that area, and they go, whoa, what am I doing with my life? Whoa, I need to find a husband. I need to become Christian. That's what they be doing.
And done that. Now she's looking for a retirement plan. And Zion, you looking like a 401k right now, brother. You're embarrassing yourself. You about to pay this woman's whole 401k.
I'm leaving here with something.
With that age gap, in any other context, if this was a man in this situation, this would be looked at as a joke. This would be thrown out of the window because we would see the man as the predator. And we still see the man as the predator, even if he's the one that's the younger one, the one that's being quote unquote groomed, right? Ain't that the word people like to use? So Zion is being groomed, but nobody cares, of course.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You are.
Everyone was talking about how like Zion was being groomed before. Now all of a sudden, because she comes out with this, he's not being groomed no more. Grooming doesn't happen anymore. Grooming is out of the window.
A man, and you're supposed to be able. You're going to be responsible.
Come groom
the
me.
court is going to make sure you're responsible for your own decisions, even if you didn't even.
What kind of ad am I looking at? Leg exercise professional.
Even if you didn't even do it. Just the allegations alone. Just the fact that a woman can say that you did something is going to be enough in the court for you to have to prove your own innocence. In the court, men, especially when dealing with women, are guilty until proven innocent. And you're gonna learn that. During the course of their relationship, defendant engaged in continuing patterns of abusive, controlling, and threatening behavior toward the plaintiff.
I keep telling you, man, to record every time you cheat a girl, bro.
Wrongful conduct occurred in Louisiana and continued thereafter across several states. The abuse was sexual, physical, emotional, and financial in nature.
Wow.
How can you be financially abusive to a grown adult that you're not financially responsible for? The court's ability to infantilize or to treat women like children forever is insane to me. The court's ability to act like a 34-year-old grown woman isn't responsible for her own decisions to deal with a younger man is insane.
Yeah, but they haven't gone to court yet, though. Like, the judges are going to look at this and just be like, yeah, nah, case dismissed. Because no way. Their lawyers are bringing it up to the judges, so the judges have to be like, okay, cool, this is a case that they're paying a lot of money to have sat right in front of me, so we got to go through with it. But as soon as it gets to that final court date and them man are there, head-to-head, lawyers head-to-head, all of this is getting dismissed, bro. She's 34 years old. She's outdated. She's expired. Her eggs are scrambled. There's nothing left for her, bro. It's done.
Well, let's keep going. The lawsuit contains graphic details from a pair of 2020 encounter. Doe alleges in the lawsuit that she arrived on September 23rd, 2020 to the Beverly Hills home that Williamson rented at the time, and he requested sex. No shit. What do you think he wants to do? He wants to know about your personality? What do you think he wants to play checkers? What do you think he's inviting you to his house for, to help him mount his TV?
Hello? The hell?
When Doe told the former #1 pick she was tired and wanted to go to sleep, he allegedly
called
her
bird?
stuck up and a B word and said she could not go to bed before sleeping with him. After she said no, the 24-year-old Williamson allegedly pinned the plaintiff down on the bed with her hands behind her back and R-worded her. When Doe attempted to grab her phone, Williamson allegedly threw it across the room before choking her and yelling at her for talking too much. A second alleged is claimed to have...
I don't believe he done this just because of that one FaceTime call he had with that girl. Like, you don't know what I'm talking about. That whole FaceTime call has already exposed this Zion Williamson's guy's true nature, and he wouldn't do this to a woman, bro.
Occurred roughly 1 month later.
I feel like that
October
anyway.
10th, 2020. So she came back. So after this traumatic experience in the first situation where she had her hands pinned down and she wasn't allowed to leave. By the way, you could have just got an Uber and gotten out of there. If you don't want to sleep with the man, maybe you shouldn't be in his bed at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that makes no
Now,
sense.
I'm not saying that what may have occurred is okay. I'm saying you as a grown adult, as a conscious being, we like to say women are strong, independent. Women's brains develop faster than men's.
Yep.
But we can't play both the sides where then we act like a grown adult woman who's in her late 20s or 30 at this situation can't make the decision to go home, or at the very least can't make the decision to go to the authorities and not go back to his house a month later. We got to stop taking this stuff serious as a culture. We're allowing these types of people to ruin the world. This is insane. The fact that she went back a month later.
It's a mistake. She literally getting her literally getting dug out raw.
Even in the Shannon Sharp situation, this was a girl that was selling sex. Don't get me wrong, there was an age gap, of course, because that's what selling sex is. There's always going to be an age gap. Who do you think is buying the sex? But either way, this woman had met up with him over 100 times over the course of 2 years or 1.5 years. I have best friends that I don't even get to meet up with that much. And we're supposed to believe that all of these violent occurrences were happening and you were dealing with traumatic experience, yet you willingly went back to this person? And
Yeah, it doesn't add up. Nothing about this whole story even adds up, bro. They always say that, bro. They're always doing that. Yeah, he done this to me, done that to me. Oh, you went back? Oh, yeah, I went back a month later. For what? Why would you go back?
House. Williamson is alleged to have picked her up, threw her down on the ground, pinned her shoulders to the ground so she couldn't move, defended violently plaintiff in multiple ways. This is a grown adult who has body autonomy, because that's what we all want. Like, right? We want to be in this freak world where women can have their own body autonomy. And this woman used her body autonomy to get in a car or a plane and go back and forth to the man who was violently R-wording her. And that to y'all sounds like a victim of a violent crime.
There's no I'm not watching the rest of this video because it makes no sense. Doe also claims Williamson threatened to kill her and her family, including an allegation of him threatening to pay his security guard to shoot her in the head and kill her parents. Our client is very adamant about this. It's not her desire or our desire to litigate this case in the press. Doe's attorney, Sam Taylor, with the Lanier Law Firm, said to the Post, "It's a very serious case as reflected in the allegations. Our client looks forward to her day in court where she can go and explain to a jury what happened to her, the things she endured for this defendant, and getting justice." It's a wrap, bro. I'm not trying to listen to none of this no more, bro. It's just straight lies, bro. A verbal statement is not evidence. There is no evidence. She provided zero evidence. There's no evidence of any of this happening. Now, obviously, it's hard when you have been, you know what I'm saying, to get evidence. Okay, I understand. But without evidence, it's just word of mouth. And you're way older than him. And he has way more money than you. And you're an S3X worker. So it's like, you're done. That's it. Bye-bye. Goodbye. That's it, bro. Like, that's it, bro. Man, I'm not watching the rest of this video. There's no need, bro. We already know